Your name, your address, and your phone number are floating around the internet. Easy for strangers, scammers, and companies you've never heard of to find. Data brokers and shady databases collect and sell your private details to anyone willing to pay, putting you at risk of nonstop spam, scams, and fraud. You can't stop them from collecting data, but you can control who gets to keep it. That's why I use Incogni. They remove your private information from more than 420 of these sites automatically. And with their unlimited plan, you get total coverage. If you spot your personal details anywhere else online, just send them the link, and their privacy experts will get it taken down. It's the easiest, most complete way to protect yourself and personal life. Right now, you can lock in 60% off with my exclusive deal at privacykim.com. Go to privacykim.com right now and start protecting your privacy. This is so important. Privacykim.com. That's privacykim.com. Hey, this is the third hour of the Kim Komando Show. So glad that you're here with us. Sit back and enjoy. He definitely would not be married to Lauren Sanchez. I don't think so.
If he wasn't a billionaire?
Yeah. Back in 2001, Amazon was on the brink of shutting down. Wow.
Didn't know that.
Yes, on the brink of shutting down. Now look at it. Oh, my gosh.
Is it still on the brink of shutting down?
No. That was when Jeff Bezos met Costco founder Jim Sinegal. And Jim shared a secret with him. He said, value trumps everything. And they started talking a little bit more. And then Jeff went back to work and said, we need to roll out a paid membership like Costco. Wow, that's where the idea came from.
Really? Prime came from there?
Yes. And when they did that, they had their first profitable year.
Ever?
Ever. Hot dog.
If you don't get that, at Costco in the food court, they sell $1.50 hot dogs. That was her attempt at humor.
Thank you. Let's see. I'm Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess, here with you once again, making sure that you're always tech ahead. So this way you're never left tech behind in the digital dust, because this is the biggest, the best, most trusted show about all things digital. And you can find us in over 400 top stations from coast to coast. And as I like to say, streaming in your favorite radio app. And you can also get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And if you go to youtube.com/Kim Komando, you can not only see me, but you can see my co-host and friend, Andrew Babinski, doing the show with me.
Hi, Kim.
You know, every single day I read everything that I can during the day and even into the night about what's going on with AI and jobs and pivoting and cybersecurity and new gadgets and new gizmos. And wow, it's just mind-boggling. Here are some things you need to know about to stay tech ahead. Let's see. We're going to start with Tim Cook. You know who he is.
Yeah, CEO of Apple.
The Wall Street Journal says it's not his year. You know why? 5 years ago, Jony Ive, the designer of the iPhone, the iMac, and the Apple Watch, he quit. And Apple has no one to replace him with that kind of talent. And they say that's strike one.
Where did he go?
He went to go work with Sam Altman over at OpenAI.
That's what I thought, yeah.
And speaking of, let's talk about artificial intelligence. It caught Tim Cook completely off guard. He promised to not only catch up, but also to integrate AI into every iPhone and Siri more powerful than ChatGPT. Hasn't happened.
No. I mean, it's there, we just nobody uses it.
It's like, I don't even bother.
No, I just go straight to my chat app.
And I look at that little button, the rainbow colored button that's supposed to do everything magical, and I'm like, loser.
It's a bit harsh. I don't make personal attacks out of it.
Jony Ive has invented a new AI device with Sam Altman. It's the size of an iPhone. They're not really talking about it. They're not saying what it's going to do and how it's going to change the world. They say there's no screen, and it's going to be here in 3 years.
Okay. There's no screen, so it just talks back to you?
Yes.
This reminds, have you seen that movie, Her?
Yes, long time ago. I haven't. Maybe I should rewatch that now.
Because Her is basically what you're saying. It's this device that he holds in his pocket of his shirt that it looks like an eraser almost, but it's his connection to the internet and it's an AI chat.
You know, I'm going to put that on my watch list.
It's a good movie.
You know, so things aren't looking so great for Tim Cook. He should go to the ophthalmologist because he has an eye problem.
But isn't he leaving? Isn't he quitting?
That was all rumor.
Okay.
That's what he says, and other people say. They're saying, well, we weren't. No, he's 60. I think, I don't know, 64, 67 or something like that. And then they came out and like, who's going to replace him? And then he's like, no, wow, nobody's replaced me. And then I read another article that said, here are the top 5 contenders to replace Tim Cook.
That's everything I read, is that he's in 2026. He's going to leave and step down.
I don't know.
They may need a different visionary over there at Apple.
They might. I think they do.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, every iPhone looks the same.
Exactly the same.
Okay. Every watch looks the same.
The girls were so excited to get the new iPhones. Got them home. And they're just like, this is exactly the same.
Yes.
One of them even downgraded because it's like, what does it matter? They're all the same.
Okay. The AirPods.
They did come up with that amazing Apple Sling thing or whatever that came out a couple weeks ago.
Oh, the mannequin?
Whatever that
yes.
crossbody bag is.
Yeah,
we tried to go to the Apple store to see if we could look and see what they look like in person. They don't even have them there.
$229.
What a ripoff.
Yeah. I wanted to buy one so badly. Just so I could make fun of it.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
You've seen the TikTok trend, though, right? Where people have their bag, their Apple bag, and they're like, I got it. I know everybody's making fun of it, but I just wanted it. And then they pull out a pair of gym socks.
I like that.
That's a good bit.
Companies using bossware is up 54%. That's software that your bosses uses to track everything. What you're doing, what you're typing, who you're talking to, the websites that you're on, every single thing. Can you really find out if they have it on your device? Well, you could look into the company's policies, or you can just slip somebody in IT a donut.
Do they have to tell you if it's on there?
They're supposed to, yes.
Okay.
They are supposed to. Do you know how Bitcoin is mined?
Well, no.
Really?
It's the simplest way. I know that transactions are calculated on computers.
Yes.
And when those transactions are calculated, that is the mining process. And that for the use of power for making that transaction, you get a commission on whatever that transaction is.
Or you can get an actual Bitcoin if all of it's done on your device. Okay. So you have warehouses that are packed with thousands and thousands of supercomputers that eat up electricity like Vegas in July, trying to mine a single Bitcoin. This past week, one guy beat every single one of those supercomputers around the world. He mined an entire Bitcoin block all by himself. Okay. The odds of doing this is 1 in 180 million.
So was he lying?
He made $270,000.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Because like you said, the computers process batches of Bitcoin transactions. That's called a block. They put them in a permanent record, the blockchain, and that's where you get Bitcoin mining from it. This has only happened 308 times in history. That's $270,000, mined the entire Bitcoin.
But he's just having software on computers run, his own personal.
Yeah, but he must have some heavy duty graphic cards that are doing all this.
Remember at the launch of Bitcoin, one of the most interesting things that I remember when cryptocurrency mining became like popular with non-nerds is there was apartments in New York City.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Where the utilities were included and people were renting out these apartments and filling them up with computers because they didn't have to pay for any of the power because it was included in the rent.
That's still happening on places like Airbnb in Verbo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People like bring in like their van with all of their
and just use up the power.
Think about the last time that you took one of those I'm not a robot tests where you have to select every square that has a traffic light. Have you noticed that they've been getting harder?
Yes.
Yes. CAPTCHAs are now too easily solved by bots. And so research from the University of Irvine shows that while humans take up to 15 seconds to solve a puzzle with a 50% failure rate.
50%?
Yes.
Well, they do kind of trick you sometimes because they're like, get all the bicycles in the picture. And then
yes, does like the pedal count?
Right, exactly. It's only half a tire. Is that a bike? Is it not a bike?
I know. I sit there too. Or like find everything with the crosswalk. I'm
right.
like, yeah, but the guy's foot is on the crosswalk and it's not,
So I actually understand that fail rate.
Bots can crack them in under a second with a 99% accuracy.
So the whole test to prove if it's not a robot is now being beaten by robots.
Exactly. So that's why they are now moving into like sliding the puzzle piece over.
Right.
Or rotating an object and so that it's the right side up or upside down.
Yeah, like it looks like a clock and something's pointed at like 2:00, and on the other picture you have to match that. I have had that one too.
You know, and this has nothing to do with this, but it just reminded me of something that I saw on the internet. You know, if you look at Google Maps at the state of Florida, okay, and you turn it upside down, it looks like the Grinch.
Hold on.
You'll have to try it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, state of Florida, turn it upside down from Google Earth, not Google Maps, Google Earth, and then it looks like the Grinch. That's
It does.
Does it look like the Grinch?
It looks like the Grinch. That's crazy.
Everybody's going to be doing that now. Google Earth. All right, let's see. We have 3 secret things that your TV can do. How to lock your PC by walking away. We just have the best callers ever here on the Kim Komando Show.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's our Christmas cash giveaway powered by Incogni. You know, you can hire real humans to scrub your personal data off the internet. Seriously, it's wild how much of your information is out there. And right now, you can get 60% off by going to privacykim.com. That's privacykim.com. Now, in the Christmas cash giveaway, every caller who speaks with me here on the show wins. And you can enter to win right now at winfromkim.com. That's winfromkim.com, because we're also giving away $1,000 gift cards from Amazon. Yes. And if you get the Kim Komando Show free newsletter called The Current, every single day, I'm picking a lucky winner for a $100, a $200, a $500 gift card. Again, that's winfromkim.com, winfromkim.com. You ready for the calls?
Let's do it.
Erica in Green Bay, Wisconsin, you're up first. Hi, Erica.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Andrew. I'm a huge, huge fan of both of yours, so super excited to have my call today.
Hello,
Thank
Erica.
I am launching a private detective business in Wisconsin, and I'm working on a website. I purchased a domain through Squarespace, but they don't have very many features that I'm kind of looking for. They've got like areas where you can do like the about and the contact us kind of a thing, but I was looking for something that could do like had a calendar for community safety workshops and maybe a crowdfunding feature for like fraud cases that maybe one person might not want to pay for it, but a group of people would.
Well, Squarespace is more like a brochure. So, you know, when you outgrow Squarespace, that's when you have to start looking around to say, okay, what else can I do? And that's where I would look at using something like WordPress.
Okay.
Are you familiar with WordPress?
I'm not.
Okay. WordPress is, think of it as a website foundation. My own website is on WordPress, by the way.
Okay.
And then what you do is you are able to buy different themes, and then you add different components. So it's almost like the IKEA of website development. So you can find a specific theme that you like, and then you apply that theme. If you want to, say, book appointments, you can get a theme that has that built in. You can add a contact form. If you wanted to have a crowdfunding feature, you could add that. It's been around forever. It has so many tutorials all over YouTube. Have you ever tried WordPress,
Oh,
Andrew?
yeah. I used
No,
to.
I haven't.
I actually did. Our family had a company business, and I think 2011, 12, and 13, I actually maintained the website for the business through WordPress.
And so, as a private investigator, what are you seeing a lot of?
So I actually am not licensed yet, but while I'm waiting for my license to be approved for the state, I was kind of working on my website so that I could really hit the ground running as soon as they do approve it.
What prompted you to get into this business?
Well, I used to do hair for like 10 years, and I transitioned from that to taking time off to care for my dad when he was sick. And then I really just went through a phase where I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to go back to hair. And a friend of mine sent me a job listing for a private investigator and was like, this would be something that you need to be doing. And so I looked into it, and I decided I wanted to start my own agency and stuff. I've always had a huge, interest in true crime and, fraud investigations and things like that. They've always really intrigued me.
Well, I'll tell you, along those lines, if you could focus on forensic evidence in that fraud, that's huge. That is so big, because people are signing up for different services, or they're buying things and maybe they're not getting what they paid for, or maybe an employee is stealing from a company and they need to figure out how they had access and how much they took and how to prevent that in the future. There's big money. I know somebody who's doing this. He requires, get this, a $10,000 retainer.
Whoa.
Okay, wait. And $700 an hour for him. Okay. Okay. His associate, who, by the way, was an auto mechanic, is charging $500 an hour.
Wow.
I know.
Holy cow.
And so I'm like, that's why when you said private, I'm like, girl, you got to go forensics. Okay.
Another thing you need to make sure you do is get a trench coat, because I've never seen a private investigator without a trench coat that was any good.
So, Erica, does that help you out?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I really appreciate it.
And then as a caller to the show, you win a $100 gift card, an Amazon gift card. And you're also automatically entered to win in our giveaway. When you might be just joining us, you're saying, why are they giving away cash for Christmas? Why, Andrew?
Because it is the Kim Commando Christmas cash giveaway.
That's right. And that means every caller who speaks with us gets a gift card, and you're also automatically entered to win in the $1,000 giveaway, as I said. But you can also enter to win right now. Go to winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com. And if you get the current newsletter, you can share your referral link to get even more entries. I've been forgetting to tell people that.
Yeah, that's big news.
And at the bottom of every newsletter, you see a referral link. And then for anybody who signs up using your link, you get more entries.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
Lisa in Atlanta, Georgia. Glad to have you with us today. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Kim.
So what's going on?
Really appreciate all the wealth of information, and especially having the newsletter and being on the website. I can easily just run through and copy and bookmark anything of interest, or I think may be of interest in the future. So
Beautiful.
It's invaluable. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been thinking for a while about alarm systems and cameras for my car. And, it's just kind of overwhelming. There's so many different options whenever I start to investigate. And I haven't been able to come to a decision. And I thought you could be a great help.
So what kind of car do you have?
It's a 2003 Corvette Z06.
Ooh, and what color is it?
Blue, electron blue, metallic.
And then the interior?
Black leather.
And car talk?
I've been putting some red leather pieces inside to kind of set it off. And
see, this is nice. I love cars. I do. I really love cars. I think they are just magical machines. Because it's a classic car, we don't want to put any drills in this, right?
we prefer to avoid that.
Okay, good. Right. Let's just put everything right over there.
She sounded like, if we have to, but I don't want to.
Well,
And no sticky things either.
So are you worried about somebody stealing it? You worrying, or is that it?
Mostly, I'm worried about deterrence, and if someone was to back into it, or there's an accident, it would be really nice to have video.
Well, okay. So a couple of things. So steering wheel locks, love those, right?
Like the old-fashioned club?
Yes, it works, and then plus people see it. They know that it's there.
And probably the modern thefts, you would think, are from younger people, and they won't even know what they're looking at. They wouldn't even know the workarounds of a club.
They would not. But if you're looking for to get video inside and outside the car, that's when you're looking at a basic dash cam. Rove makes a 4K dash cam that also has parking mode. And so you can leave it in there, and then if it detects activity, you actually get an alert on your phone, and then it starts recording, so you can see who's in front, who's in back. There are also car trackers that you can put in there. They normally come with a subscription fee. What I have done is should I just say where my tracker is in my car?
I wouldn't.
No, okay.
Just pretend it's somewhere else.
Okay. If I had a tracker in my car, I would put it with Gorilla Tape in the engine bay. That's if I were to put a tracker in my car.
But that's not where hers is.
No.
She Gorilla Tapes hers over the license plate.
Actually, I just leave it right out in the open.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just on the hood?
Yeah. No, right where the key, right where the cup holder is.
Oh, okay.
I just put the Apple AirTag right there so that everybody can see it.
That's so convenient for the thieves to just throw it out the window. That's so nice of you.
No, I'm so sweet like that. But then there's also like Tracky Pro. Those are GPS car trackers. They're about $25, but then of course there's a monthly fee for that. So, but I think if you're looking for a good dash cam, we have links to those over at commando.com. They're actually really big sellers for us. We used to sell the Commando dash cam years ago until we figured out that we weren't making a lot of money at it.
No, but you sold a lot.
We sold a lot. It was big when it was big.
Volume.
Exactly. Yes, we sold 100.
Right.
So if you hit commando.com, just use the search box for dash cam, and then I'm sure it'll pop right up for you with a link. And as a caller to the show, it's the cash giveaway, $100 gift card going out to Lisa in Atlanta, Georgia from Amazon.com. Okay, Al in Vancouver, Washington.
Vancouver is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is. It's lovely. So here's my question. I am looking at doing a fair amount of travel mid-26 in through 27, with the biggest trip being an Asia trip early 2027, both on land and on the cruise. But I'm starting to research for eSIM cards. My wife and I both have iPhones, and there's a lot of different choices out there. And frankly, you're really, I think, the go-to person for tech. So I thought I would just ask you both what your recommendations or what to look for in an eSIM card.
Well, you are a planner.
Seriously.
I mean, I don't plan for a trip until, I'm going to New York in 2 days, and I'm thinking, like, I better pack. I mean, but I like that about you, Al. That's good. So what do you think is going to be the best part of this whole trip?
Well, spending time with my wife, of course, for 9 weeks will be wonderful to be able to do that. Looking forward particularly to seeing just a part of the world that I've never seen before, both Singapore, Southeast Asia, and then finishing up in Tokyo and getting to see the cultures.
It's phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. You're just going to, I don't know. I came back to the United States and from Asia, and I thought, we need to send all of our mayors over there just so you can see it.
See how they really run a city.
Exactly. Okay, so here's the deal. eSIM, as you know, is electronic SIM card, and it's really easy to use. These are not very difficult. It used to be kind of a pain in the neck to get it. You'd have to wait until you got to the country, and then you'd have to figure out how to get it on your phone. Now you can actually have it activated before you even leave the United States. The cost is about for 30 days, probably about $30. on as far as a regional plan. And then what you want to do is to keep your U.S. number active for calls and texts. I don't know if you want to do that. That's how I keep mine. Just in case anything were to happen back home, I want people to be able to get to me on my real number and not on an eSIM number, okay?
Right.
So SAILY, Sally, SAILY, they provide really good multi-country coverage. There's also Holafly, HOLFLY. I'll put these in my newsletter, by the way. So this way you can have links to all of them. But you're really smart to look at eSIMs. But I would probably wait until right before you go, maybe a couple weeks before you go, because who knows what's going to, everything's going to change. Everything's changing so quickly now, things like that. But thank you for your call. Thank you for your kind words. And let's see, a $100 gift card is going out to Al in Vancouver, Washington.
Now, for that $30, are you limited on your data amount?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So you still want to use Wi-Fi. You want to turn down all the background refresh on all the apps. And because I made that mistake once.
How much data are you allowed, and how many times did you go over?
$738 worth.
Oh, my word.
I was in Machu Picchu, and I had my phone on Roam. And I didn't know it was on Roam.
Oh, no.
So when I got home, I had a bill for $738. And I never made that mistake again.
Did you try and fight it?
Of course you did. Yeah. Of course I did. You know that.
And you lost?
Did you lose? I did. I did lose. I even threatened, I'm leaving this car.
They didn't care.
No.
There's no towers on Machu Picchu, Kim Commando.
That was the interesting part. I was in the top of Machu Picchu. Okay. And I had 5 bars. 5 bars. And Barry was at an Italian restaurant. I don't know if you remember Tommaso's on 32nd Street. And I called him to say, I made it. We made it to the top of Machu Picchu. We hiked up here and all this other stuff. And he's like, I can't hear you.
He had no signal?
He had no signal.
That's hilarious.
All right. Ever wonder what else your TV can do aside from just watching Netflix or sports? Well, here's the deal. If you're working on a tiny laptop, no fun. You can connect an HDMI cable to your TV and to your laptop and then put a keyboard and mouse, and now your TV is a computer monitor. That's pretty sweet. If you run out of outlets, your TV has USB ports that can come to the rescue. Just plug your charging cable directly into the TV and then charge. Now, I will tell you that the USB ports deliver a lot less power than if you plugged it into the wall, though. And if you want to watch a show by yourself, just put some wireless headphones or earbuds, connect them to the TV, and then you can watch in total silence. We love that. And what did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HDMI.
You didn't even try to do the voice. HDMI.
We have more of the show coming up.
If we knew more about our sleep, what would we do differently? Would we go to bed at a consistent time or take steps to reduce interruptions to our sleep? With the all-new Sleep Score, Apple Watch measures your bedtime consistency, interruptions, and sleep duration. Then, every morning it combines these factors into an easy-to-understand score from 1 to 100. So you'll know how to take the quality of your sleep from good to excellent. Introducing the new Sleep Score on Apple Watch. iPhone 11 or later required.
Let's see, Audrey in beautiful Dallas, Texas. Hi, Audrey.
Hello, how are you?
Great, thanks for asking. So, what's going on?
Well, first, thanks for taking my call. I just had this thought. I like to decorate. And I don't know if you were ever seen on HGTV, Design on a Dime. Mm-hmm. And so I was wondering if there's any type of program or anything that I can do via computer, where someone would send me their picture of a room they wanted, remodeled or whatever, with the stuff they already have. Maybe just throw in a fresh, a couple of pillows or something, and then I would send it back to them how I, just kind of freshened it up with the stuff that they have, or go to the attic, get something out of the garage they're not using, and just kind of repurpose their things and make it fresh. Because we don't have a lot of money.
So are you a decorator?
In my own time. I do not make money at it. No, I have a day job.
Okay, so I guess so. A lot of people are going to say, like, so why are you credentialed at this?
Why am I credentialed at it? It's something I love to do.
Okay.
And then, I've done families and friends, and then they kind of comment, like, oh, you got new stuff.
All right, so you're good at this.
Around.
All right, you're good at
just,
this.
I mean, maybe it could pop off as a business. Who knows?
So, you can take a picture of a room with ChatGPT.
I just did this.
Did you?
Yeah, we remodeled our entire bedroom. And every single time we added a piece, we started with the bed, took a picture of it in the store, had a picture of the room, had ChatGPT placed it in the room, and then just kept adding pieces. And we saw what it was going to look like all along the way.
And then you can also say, how can we make this better? How can we freshen this up? People can take pictures of things that are in other rooms and then say, put this into ChatGPT. I guess what I'm saying is that your talent may be unique, but a lot of people have the same tool at their fingertips.
The capability. Okay, I was just wondering.
But I'm not,
Okay.
I don't want to discourage you. I mean, I could see this as kind of a cool YouTube channel or TikTok or Instagram or Pinterest or a house or something like that. Where some of these rooms that you do, that you can say, show the before and afters. People love before and afters. I know I do.
Mm-hmm. You said maybe YouTube, maybe?
I would say TikTok. I would do TikTok for sure.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other program you said was you can already do that. So
you can use it you can do ChatGPT with this. And they have things like Rooms GPT, which is actually made for something like this. But I don't really think you need it.
No,
But
ChatGPT does a good job.
Does the whole thing. I'm going to remember this. I'm going to tell Barry, use what we have. Use what we have.
You know what you should do? Buy a sign that says use what we have and hang it up. Barry will loves to respond to signs.
My mother actually made me a sign once just because of this. She said, we may not have it long, but we had it first. Let's see, $200 in an Amazon gift card going out to Audrey. Sarah in Louisville, Kentucky. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be on with you. Listen to you all the time.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So I have 2 teenage boys, and we're kind of just now getting into the cell phone thing. My oldest son, he'll be kind of taking a permit and getting ready to drive soon. And we have a True-Me phone for him, which is pretty scaled down. It doesn't really have internet access or social media, anything like that. But it also doesn't have navigation and maps. And I really feel like he's going to need something with maps. But I also don't want him to have a phone where it has access to everything. So I want something with, some content filtering and parent monitoring, I guess. But since I'm going to be having 2 of them, I need something that's cost efficient and pretty good for low techie people, because I don't want to be dealing with it all the time either.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Now, this True-Me phone, that's TROOMI, right? True-Me phone?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it had GPS capabilities.
I've looked at it a couple of times. It can give you it'll give you their location, but it won't. My understanding is it doesn't do navigation, so he can't use it for for actually driving, for directions.
Okay. There are different phones out there. You might want to look at the Bark phone, because I think it does have the capabilities that you want. There's also Live 360 that a lot of parents put on kids' phones and they hate it, which means that it works. Okay. Because it does location tracking. It also, I believe, will restrict some of the capabilities of the phone while they're driving. But it also gives parents speed alerts and hard braking alerts, things like that. So that may be an option for you.
Yeah, we have that, and Mackenzie has a driver's license, and we get the alert that says, Mackenzie just completed a risky drive. And that's when you send the text with a screenshot that said, explain this risky drive.
Yeah, that's Live 360. And because I did not put that on Ian's car, my son. I put an actual tracker in his car in the OBD port, the onboard diagnostics port. And I thought Barry was checking it, and Barry thought I was checking it.
Nobody was checking it.
And then finally I was in Ian's car. I'm like, what is that on the floor? He's like, oh, that's the tracker. I took it out months ago. I'm like, oh, great parenting we are. So don't do what we did. Do what.
Somebody check it.
Yes. So I would look at that, a phone, a real phone, whichever one you can afford. Doesn't have to be a brand new iPhone or Samsung. And then look at that Live 360. And let's see, $100 going out to Sarah in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, that was funny. He took the tracker out. Let's see, we're going to talk about how to lock your PC when you walk away the fun way here on the Kim Komando Show. All right. Think about your PC or Mac. Is it just sitting there with it on? Everything's all open, your browser, your email. Anyone can just hop on. Well, when you leave your computer unlocked, as I mentioned, somebody could go through your files, steal your passwords. But if you're on Windows 10 or 11, turn on Dynamic Lock. It pairs your PC to your phone through Bluetooth. And so when your phone and you walk away from your PC, the signal drops. And then after about 30 seconds, the computer locks automatically. Now, if you're on a Mac and you have an Apple Watch, you can pretty much do the same thing. You just need to set a passcode on your watch. Hey, just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure that you enter to win in our Christmas cash giveaway. Do it now while you're thinking about it. winfromkim.com. That's the end of hour 3. But don't worry, if you want more good stuff, make sure that you sign up for my free newsletter. Head over to getkim.com.